So this is a video that's going to either be super helpful to you or not helpful at all. And that's because we're discussing if GPA matters. And obviously you're probably going to be on one side of that spectrum. But I have good news and bad news. Your GPA does and doesn't matter. It's kind of an ambiguous answer, but it helps in different stages. So honestly, if you have a 4.0, 3.9 above, that's going to help you. It's going to help you get interviews, and that's what matters. The thing is, though, the good news for the people that have bad GPAs is that your GPA only matters for getting interviews. And that's where it only comes in. Once you get your interview, your GPA is not going to be that big of a factor. And for those of you that do have a 4.0, that may have really helped you land internships in the past, but don't think it's going to help you here. And the reason it is because PM is just so competitive. Your GPA isn't really a good indicator if you're going to be a good product manager or not. I know plenty of good product managers that have absolutely garbage GPAs throughout college. I myself only had a 3.6, which really is not that impressive. So don't rely on it to help you get a job, because it's really going to be more about your past experience, and which is going to be a better indicator if you'll be a good product manager or not. And for you, those of you that might not have the best GPA, so maybe a 3.5 and below, just know you're going to have to work harder than your peers who have 4.0s. And that's because GPA is one of the easiest indicators or best factors to weed people out. Because if you're getting thousands of applications for position, it's going to be most likely that the top candidates are going to have really good GPA. So it's easy to just weed people out that way. So for those of you that don't have that high of a GPA, just know that referrals are going to become increasingly more important the lower your GPA is. And it's going to be more difficult for you to get interviews, but you're not going to have to worry once you get the interview, because that'll be the hardest part. So with all that being said, for those of you that haven't necessarily, or maybe they're freshman, sophomore, really haven't got that far, keep your GPA above a 3.5. For myself, I prioritize my extracurriculars. I let my GPA suffer because I was running my own business, and I knew that would be easier for me to get jobs having a profitable business than having a good GPA. So balance your priorities, but try and stay above a 3.5 GPA.